Who's missing? Can we start? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay, that's fine. How are you? How was the lunch? Big. You're tired? Yes. Oh, me too. But we have a lot of work today. So we talk a little bit about the role of recruiting and employer branding today. My first question is, what do you think is a recruiting strategy? Which elements goes in a recruiting strategy? About which things have I to think?
Finding profile of the person that we want to hire.
Yes, finding profile about the applicants or the people which I will hire, yes.
The needs of the unit.
The needs of the unit, what can you specify it? What means need?
For example, it says what are the requirements of the request.
Requirements of the request, that's right. So we have requirements. What also means needs, not only the requirements. It is a more what?
Our goals.
Yes, the goals. Yes, the goals. What else?
Also involves what are the unit's mission, vision, and what are you pursuing to do
Yes.
in the medium and long term.
Yes.
And also the institutional approach. What
Yes.
kind of personnel you are looking for.
Yes.
Not only in terms of technical aspects,
Yes.
but also in terms of other like soft skills
Yes.
or certain
Right.
abilities.
Right, fit to the team,
Exactly.
to the organization. Yes, right. And you have also to think about the numbers you need. It is not only the requirements, but also how many people do we need to do our work. Which people or how many people I need today, and how many people I need in 2 or 3 years. So if you have the idea our university has to grow, you have more students, you have also to think about how many people I need for manage this new number of students. So I have bring you, as yesterday, a little definition about this. Recruiting strategy defines which kind of applicants, which means the qualification of the applicants, about which recruiting channel. So we can also think about the idea, how can I reach these people? How communicate with these people, with these applicants? So we call it the media selection. We can talk a little bit in a few minutes about it. And on which labor market are to be required. Labor market means the idea I can look within the university. Are there any people? And of course, you have to look on the external labor market. And what means qualification in this case? We have a little bit talk about requirements, social skills. What else? What else fits to the idea qualification of the people? Competences?
Job description?
Job description, yes, you have to know. What is, yes, academic experience. Right.
Work experience.
Work experience, not only academic, also maybe work experience. Right. What else? Publications, yes. Recommendations, yes, from other working stations, yes, right. Skill of communication skills, yes. What? Okay. Degree. What kind of degree? Is it art of qualification? Are you master, PhD, and so on?
Teaching experience.
What?
Teaching experience.
Teaching experience. Right. Totally right. That means you have to think about for which position you need which qualification. It is difference between if you are looking for a professor, full-time, part-time, or only a teacher, or if you're looking for a secretary. So you have to think about the idea which qualification, which requirements I need within this position. That's the first. You have to think about recruiting channels. What do you think means this one? Recruiting channels. Media selection. One after another.
How are you going to make your offer known?
Yes, how can you make your offer known? Yes, and which possibility exists in this kind?
Recommendation.
Yes, recommendation from people who work for you. Yes, right. What else? Homepage, very important, right?
Advertising through a recruiting agency.
Recruiting agency, right? Yes.
Advertising.
Advertising, where?
Newspaper.
Yes, daily newspaper, regional newspaper, international newspapers. Yes, right. What else? Not only newspapers, you have one small paper.
The social networking.
Yes, social networking. You can use Facebook or all the things around, LinkedIn.
Professional organizations.
Yes, professional organizations, labor organizations. Yes, right. Headhunters, right.
Research colleagues.
What?
Research colleagues.
Yes, the colleagues within the university or research colleagues. Yes, right. More ideas? That's a lot. We have international magazines, so you can use journals, international journals, specific journals within the team you are searching for people. Yes, right. We're talking about later a little bit. You have to think about, also to think about the idea, not each media is the right one for a position. Yeah? You have to differentiate between the position. Are you looking for a professor? You need other medias as you're looking for a secretary, for instance. You have to choose which one is the better one. So, and finally, we have on the slide that we can look for internal or external market. What does this mean? For internal or external market?
Local or international?
Yes, you can differentiate between international or local market.
Within the university.
Yes, within the university. What does it mean? Within the university. Which positions are within the university required? Deans. Normally comes from their university. It's a kind of hierarchy. They're grown up, they are elected, but they are members of the university. It is in your case the same, or isn't it? Yes? Yes? It's internal market. So they come from their universities. And external means there comes somebody outside the university. And you have to think about which people I can look within the university and which positions I have to think about the idea they come from the outside of the university. So you have both market solutions. Okay, let's see. I want a little bit outline to, where is it? There is it, a little bit, this one we need first. So, you can start, or you have to start a recruiting process, or think about within a recruiting process a little bit order you can follow. And I have some suggestion what you can do. First of all, you have to know how many people you need for running the faculty. How big are your faculties? Feeling for me. How many people works there? How many people works in your environment?
230 persons.
230 persons? Really big? Okay. 40?
Academic.
Academic? 40?
65 as a whole.
Okay, 65 as a whole, yes. What about you?
We plus the system and 23 part-time teachers.
Okay.
But
And
that's changing.
okay. And are the people enough? The number of people, is it enough to do the work? Or do you think, oh, we need more? We need more people. In your case.
I think that right now is enough. The issue
Okay.
is that too many are going to retire in a very short time frames.
Yes. And do you think about the time, how you can ersetzen, how you can change them?
No, I think it's more about when these people retire, how to hire the right people.
New people?
New people that
Yes.
we don't have this.
Do you think about this process
Yes,
at the moment?
yes.
Okay, that's right. So you have an idea who's going out and what can I do to save this position. Okay, that's right. So we have to think about the idea how many people we need. We have also to think about the idea which qualification need these people, or which qualification need which position. Is there a master degree or bachelor degree necessary? Is there experience, working experience, teaching experience necessary? What? Values? What kind of values do you mean? Yes, the value of the person. Yes, right. Fits it to the university. Yes, right. You're right. You have also to think about at what time do you people need. So in your case, you know, in 3 years we have 5 people leaving. So, and you know, in 3 years I need 3 new more. Yes. So you have to know at what time you need the people. You have also to know at what locations you need these people. So if we talk about different campuses within a city or over the whole country, you have to know at what campus I need this person. And also the idea, what is the relevant recruiting market? Is it internal or external? We have talking about this. Then you have the decision. We see it, is it the internal or external recruiting? And then you can do your advertisement, and you can do in the next step a pre-selection. So you have some applications get, and then you have to look, fits these people who have sent the application to the profile you need. And pre-selection means you can do some interviews, telephone interviews, for instance, or you can look at some formal criteria. What means formal criteria? What do you think is it?
So that's
No, at this point not test. So you only have the application there. What can you check?
what kind of the profile?
Yes, you can check the profile. Ne? Fits it with the profile in your job advertisement? Is the degree the right one? Is the work experience there? And so on. So you can check formal criteria. You can also look, is it a nice application? Looks it nice? So in the next step, you have some applicants choose, and then you can make assessments. And that's your point you have mentioned. You can make tests, for instance. What kind of tests can you use? What kind of tests are you using here at the university? Yes, you look at the personality. Yes, capabilities. How do you make it? To look at capabilities? Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. What else?
Not for professors.
Mm-hmm.
Just for
Yes, you have assessment centers.
Exercise with several exercises.
Yes,
Several exercises.
yes.
Very relationate with the position.
Uh-huh. All of us, of you know what assessment center are? Do you know it? You don't know what assessment center is? Assessment center means that you put some candidates together and then they have to do some tests. For instance, they have a little group work. For instance, they have a problem to solve. So you look how they do this. And you can see how communicate these people together. Is there anybody with leadership competences, and so on. No? You do it in this way, I think. No? Why not for the professors?
It is not still implemented here, but I think it is necessary.
Okay. Who has an assessment center for professors? Nobody? You have one? Can you talk about it a little bit? How does it work?
Well, there is a special questionnaire for assessing the development of the professors. And it's online, and so if a professor wants to be evaluated, and so they
But it's only online. You don't see them.
yeah, no. Well, sometimes you can go and implement the instrument personally,
Uh-huh.
but we
It is an online assessment.
online assessment or personal, but
Uh-huh.
it's only, you don't go and look into the way they do they do their work.
Yes, assessment center, the idea behind it is a little bit more, because we look at the how they work together within a team. In online assessment, I don't see that, right? Okay, so you can use all these test methods. And then you know, or you see which person fits in the best way. You can look at the qualification. You can also look on social issues, communication, fits it to the team, etc. What can you do to prove if a person fits to the university or fits to the team? What can you do to prove this? What can you do to prove if the person fits to the team? To check it. It is more as just a feeling. There are some methods for check it.
Test period for a few months.
Yes, for instance, test period for a few months, and you can look how does it work. Yes, what else?
But I have a question.
Yes, please.
We do that. We don't hire the personnel right away. I mean, you just have a period of testing. But the hard thing is to actually identify what are the indications that this person is performing well. Because, you know, you go there, you teach, they can check you in the teaching, but for instance, to develop a project or to work in research, a 6-month period is not enough, not even sometimes 1 year, because maybe it takes time to adjust, to work with the other personnel. So there is a methodology to do that.
Yes, right. You see it in the last button, controlling of the recruiting success. So after 1 year, you know if the people you have hired fits, do the work well. So if it is not, then you have to think about what was wrong with my decision. Where was the problem with the decision? Why I have the wrong people hired? So you have to think about your methods of recruiting.
But you have those tools or something to help you to
Yes,
develop that.
yes, there exist tools for this one. look which competences anybody has, or if he or she is motivated to do the work. Yes, there are methodologies. But in the end, you know it really after 1 year if you really see how these people are working. That's a problem, and that's really the difficult behind it, to hire the right one. Yes, right. Okay. Or is it? Yes? It's difficult.
It is difficult.
Yes.
But experience is important.
Really. It is important. So my suggestion in this case is ask people from your HR department when you are sitting together in an interview with candidates. They have the qualification, they have methods to know if this person will be good or bad. So you can use this experience from other areas, and they can help you, for instance. Okay, so behind this is a simple idea. The idea of employer branding as a competitive advantage. So the idea behind is that there is something what you make better as an employer. People feel, yes, that's the company I will work for. And we have different ideas behind it what an employer brand is. So we have some best practices here in the lecture before. So what is an employer brand? Question to you. What is an employer brand? What do you think? What goes in there?
The philosophy, the philosophy behind the institution,
Yes, philosophy behind it.
Yeah,
Culture a little bit behind it.
What the institution is using to, for instance, in the universities, what are the approaches we have for the society?
Yes, right. What else?
Instruction about identidad.
Identity, yes.
Model educational model. University. Vision, mission. Strategy development.
Yes, right. What else? What else could be employer brand? You know what a brand is. Coca-Cola is a brand. So.
Reputation.
Reputation. Right. Reputation. A little bit louder? Yes, attraction. Yes. Yes, yes. Attract people and to keep them. Yes, but that's not the brand by itself. What you described is more the process or the goal behind it. Yes, attraction the people and get the people or keep the people. That's the idea behind it, but it is not the brand. What else goes in the brand? Image, right? Reputation, image, yes.
Guarantees.
What kind of guarantees?
Like social security, good
Social
salary.
security, health security, right?
A good retirement plan.
Yes, good retirement plans. Salary, right, right. Insurance, right.
Respect for environment.
Yes, respect for environment, right. Sustainability, such aspects. What else? Right, professional development, for instance, personal development. What else? When you think about your faculty by yourself, what do you think is the point why people come to you to work for you? Why do they come? What is your personal, faculty-specific competitive advantage? Think about it. Some minutes. You can also think about it for your pub. It's a good exercise for your pub.
I think it is also important the organizational climate.
Yes, right. Right. Organizational climate. Is it friendly? And so on. Reputation. Yes.
Academic excellence.
Yes. Excellence in some parts.
That's what
Yes,
people
right.
like to work here.
Yes, right.
This is important, the position of the academic unit in all the organization, in all the university.
The own position within.
Yeah, within the university.
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
academic unit of the, let's say, the professor or teacher want to teach in this unit.
Yes, right.
So it's very important.
Yes.
And besides this, the other point that they said about reputation and so on, this is
It's really important.
really important.
Right. So, what's your competitive advantage? What's your employer brand? Do you have an idea about it in your faculty?
Yeah.
Yeah?
For the personal, we have a higher educational level.
A high educational level of the professors?
90%,
Yes.
98% of the professors with PhD
Yes.
and with the international publications.
Yes.
Research.
Yes. Yes.
This attract other professors to be part of the team.
That attract other professors. Yes, right. Applicants. Yes. What's yours? Do you have one?
I think recognition, professional recognition.
Professional recognition?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
professor of the only university in the city.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yes. So for your pub, really think about the idea in which things are we better as other universities, or in which things are we better within our unit compared with your university. You can also do things better within your university. It's not only the external competition, also the internal competition between faculties, for instance. So think about the idea, what is my employer brand? I have some more suggestions what employer brand is. So we can differentiate between functional elements. Functional elements, for instance, mean career opportunities, opportunities to development from one function to another function, for instance. We have here about economic elements. Economic elements mean the salary, compensation you have within the university. It can also be a competitive advantage. And we have here about psychological elements as the image, reputation, working climate, and so on. That are more psychological things. Chris had mentioned it this morning in his session. So that's the brand. On the other side, we have a process which we are come to the brand. And that means it's the process of employer branding. So we have the brand with some criteria, with some elements in it. Career development, salary, compensation, and so on. And we have a process behind it. What can be, or could be, the process behind it? What do you think is the difference between employer branding and employer brand? Employer brand on the one side and employer branding on the other side. What's the difference between it?
employer brand is the state, the way the institution is. And employer branding is the way the institution sells itself.
Yes, sell itself, right. Communicate the things to applicants, to your exciting employees. Yes, it's the process how you reach this brand. It's the process behind it. So we can, I have the questions above it. What is the brand? What are we talking about is the brand? And how is the process behind it? How to reach this brand? How can we get to this brand? So, and these two things are dealing with motivation of your people, are dealing with recruiting of new people, and are dealing with the retention, the keeping of your existing people. So we have always an internal and an external view. Employer branding is not only things to do or to do for reach new employees. It is also affected to the existing employees. Why is it? Why do you think it is relevant? Also have the internal view.
You can go to another university.
Yes? Yes?
It's important because you can hire expert, an international professor in some field of research, but if you don't have the conditions to develop the personnel,
Yes.
he's going to go to the other university.
Yes.
He's going to lose this personnel.
Yes.
Time and money.
Yes. Totally right. Totally right. So we have also to think about it is, yes, external to attract new employees, but it has also an internal point of view to retain, to motivate the existing staff we have. Okay. What can we do to find out what our employer brand is? What can we do? To find out. What you say or a little bit of feeling, what you have. How can you measure?
First of all,
one after another. First you.
first of all, we should look about the strengths.
About there?
The strengths.
Yes.
The strength points, the strong points
Yes, strong points.
of our organization.
Yes.
Our university.
Yes.
And
And how-
nature, I don't know.
Measure you don't know? There was one?
Asking
Who asking?
the plans, do you want to see internal or external? People inside of the
Yes.
institution or people outside?
Yes. Right. You can ask your employees. What do you think? It's our strengths. What do you think? Where are we good?
We can do it in various ways. We can have like a survey.
Yes, we can use a survey, employee survey.
Focus groups or.
Yes.
I don't know.
Focus group, group work. Think about the idea. What's the employer brand? Why are we better as other? Yes. There was one more.
We can also measure that looking at the impact that the university programs has
Yes.
on the community.
Right.
So in specific areas, probably with the engineering department or with the business department.
Yes.
Or how do you work with separate NGOs or programs that are not specifically in the capital but outside of the capital?
Mm-hmm.
So in a way,
Mm-hmm.
you are measuring, or the people, the real people is actually measuring what is the impact of university.
Of our work.
on
Yes.
work, I mean, on
Yes.
sectors.
Yes. Right. You're totally right. You can also ask your students. Why students also come together with your work. So you can also talk a little bit about the idea, how do you do your work? So you can also ask applicants, why are you here? What's the reason why this university it is your desire to work for this university. You can also ask applicants. So,
Well,
yes?
nowadays there are, let's say, ranking about the university. So
Yes.
I look at some ranking.
Right.
This ranking I can.
Right.
If I'm an expert in some field, I can select. Okay, this university is very important because it's the most.
Right.
Let's say
the highest ranked.
The best position in the
Yes.
ranking.
Yes.
This is a possibility for this brand.
Yes, you can use this for your brand, that you say for the applicants, we are one of the most hired faculties in this specific ranking, for instance. Yes, right. So there are some possibilities or some challenges to measure this one. And I have one model more to understand this in detail. This model is called Lambda Model. Why Lambda? Because it looks like lambda. Yes, you see? Lambda is the Greek letter you know. So Lambda Model is there for a little bit more understanding of your environment. And we differentiate between different things. Of the one side, you see we have an invisible level and a visible level. First one. The second one is the differentiation in internal and external. So we start with Lambda 1. Lambda 1 is called corporate culture. We have talked a lot about culture, working climate, and so on. This all is connected with the culture within your faculty. So corporate culture is on the level invisible, and it reflects the internal side of the university. What does it mean? It is invisible and it is internal. What does this mean? Why is it invisible? Why is culture invisible?
The relationship that has there are no writing in it.
Yes, yes, there are no writing, so I can feel it a little bit. Yes, it's climate, I can feel it, but I can't see it. It's a feeling. We have a trustful culture, a respectful culture, and so on. It's a feeling.
Yes, it's proud to be part of.
Yes, values and so on. It's nothing there. I cannot get it. I can describe it, feel it, but I cannot really get it. So, and it's only an internal view. Only the members of the faculty have these feelings. Nobody from outside. Only you. Students also, but they are inside the faculty. They can feel it also in a little area, but nobody from the external view can feel it. That's the first. The second is Lambda 2. Lambda 2 is on the visible level. It means the corporate appearance. It has a visible level, and it had both internal and external view. What do you think is the corporate appearance? What does it mean?
How we are perceived.
How we are perceived? Yes, right. So it's a little bit about corporate behavior. What else? What else?
So what represents, let's say, the university or my academic unit, the signs we use, the letters, the colors.
Right, right. Logo.
It's like logo.
Colors.
That's like saying Coca-Cola.
Yes,
you see the
right.
logo and you think all
yes.
what.
Everybody knows what is Coca-Cola if you see anywhere the logo is. That means the appearance. It means the building, the logo, the colors, the clothing.
Identity imagine.
What?
Identity imagine.
No.
Identity image.
No, it's not the image. Image is coming later. Image is lambda, it is things we see.
Actually, they are the aspects that you can control, that you have control on.
Yes, you can control it, right. You see it. You can get it. Rules, clothing, buildings. Have the buildings a lot of windows. They're signaling we are transparent, so you can look inside. All these things this means. So it is corporate design, as your logo, your colors, and so on. What? Yes, right. And it is corporate behavior. Are we customer friendly, and so on. Student, service oriented, all this kind of things. I can see what you are doing. And students can see if you are service friendly or not. The third one is the lambda 3. It's called corporate image. Corporate image is also on an invisible level, and it is only on the external side. What does it mean? It is invisible and on the external side. Image. What is image?
It's how people perceive the image of the university.
Yes.
I mean,
How?
not just the physical part, but everything
Yes.
at the same time.
How people perceive the culture of the university. It is in their minds. What they feel is the culture of the university, for instance.
Public opinion or
Yes, yes. Opinions about the university. So it is an image within their minds. It is not reality. It can be the reality. Maybe, but not always. So Coca-Cola, for instance, take Coca-Cola. What do you think about Coca-Cola is? That's your image. What is the image about Coca-Cola in your minds? What do you think is this company? A big corporation? International corporation, yes. What else?
Image.
What?
It's trying to change it.
Try to change image. Why?
Because now they don't talk about the beverage, they only talk about being green and healthy.
Yes,
and happy.
right. So a little bit there was bad image, and they have to look, how can I change this image? So you can try to change your image. You can try it as a company. If it fit, is another story. So image, what you have to differentiate, we have the one side, the culture. Culture means the reality within the faculty. Image, it can be the reality, but it is in mind, the image within the mind of students, of employees, of external people, and so on. That's the differentiation between it. Culture is reality. Image is everything we have in our mind. It has not to fit with the reality. And where's the problem behind it? Behind these two things. What's the problem or the difficult? What?
you ask, repeat please the question.
Yes, what's the difficult between the idea of the one side we have a corporate culture, it's reality, and on the other side we have an image about the culture. Who's the problem?
They don't always match.
Yes, that not always match.
Something about the perception of people.
Yes, and why is that the problem in the kind of employer branding?
Because
Moral, if it's negative, the corporate image affect the moral of the
Yes,
collaborator.
it can be negative, the image.
Sometimes, let's say the corporation has a great external image, but once you get in, your coworkers will tell you, yeah, it looks great, but...
Yes, from the outside it looks great. Totally right. From outside it looks right, and you come in and think, oh my God, what's this? Yes? And that's the problem. And so you have to try to find a way that your branding, things that you are communicate, really fits with the things you are doing within your company. And you also have to think about how can you change or how can you communicate a little bit more for what your university is standing. So you can try to influence the image by the applicants, for instance. And that's really an important thing. I have one more exercise because I think that's really an important issue. We take McDonald's. You all know McDonald's. You know? Yeah. Okay. Think about 2 or 3 minutes about the idea. What is Lambda 2 and Lambda 3 by McDonald's? You can write it down, Lambda 2 and Lambda 3 by McDonald's. Who has finished? Who's thinking? Nobody is talking? It is the same with the students, I know this. So 1 minute left and then.
This Lambda 3 is more or less influenced by the media, because I read something and then I say, oh, they are right.
Yes.
Even though it looks
yes, it
very
is.
Green
It
and
is.
very philanthropy, foundation, and so on. But
It is.
It's
Right.
human as slavery, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
War for nothing or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, it's right.
So
Yes, it's right.
at the end, you see.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Yes, you're influenced by some things, by
Yeah.
media and so on.
Yeah.
Of course.
So the image is more or less guided by the information
Yes.
you get from the.
Right. right. And that's the point. And that's also a point for your faculty, that you use these channels to influence the image.
So you need the channels.
Yes.
And to give message.
Yes.
To send the
Right.
message.
Right.
Okay.
So can we start? Yes? Lambda 2? Who has any suggestions? What means Lambda 2 for McDonald's? What do you find?
I think uniformity.
Uniform?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
The people that walk there?
They are about to say that whatever you can have here in Guatemala, you can have it in US or whatever they are.
It's the same.
So it's very strong transnational.
Yes.
They have a very strong
Doesn't prove, I don't know why.
design in terms of we can easily recognize it wherever we go.
Yes, very strong design, we know it.
Logo and everything, we can easily, even the clown.
Yes,
you
we
can
see the big M,
you just
so we know,
you know
yes.
McDonald's. So
Yes.
the brand itself is really strong.
Right, strong brand, a visible strong brand, right.
They are very proactive in the sense of acquiring and conquering market, fighting for the market, the share market that they are visible.
Yes, right.
They also try to sell the image that company, they are friendly with whatever kind of economy that they are being part of. Like, for example, they kind of adjust their products with
Yes.
the country they are.
Yes.
For example, if they are in Asia, they respect some certain kind of things. So the
Yes.
brand in that way is the same,
But the way they do it is a little bit another, right? Right?
They offer a family environment.
Yes.
They actually try to associate themselves with sports. They are one of the sponsors for the Olympic Games.
Yes, right. Huh? Family orientation, sports, yes.
The quick service, toys for
Yes,
kids.
toys for kids, self-service within, yes, what else?
Yeah, Ronald McDonald's.
Yes, the M, Ronald McDonald, yes, we know this guy.
Happy Walks.
Happy Weeks, right? So now there's a little bit of feeling, you're happy, come to the company, yes, right? Yes, the clown, Ronald McDonald, right? So it's also linked with the idea of family, kids, clown, right?
It's quality control.
Yes, it's quality control.
It's cheap.
It's
And
cheap.
they are also trying to change their image.
Yes.
It's like providing calorie counts or more salads and things like that. So.
Yes. Green. Right? Right? It's 1 point. Yes, going green. So, first, or where was? Who was first?
I think their success has been related to their advertising. Everything, whatever they do, they make you, it's related to happiness.
Yes, right.
And if we think about our childhood, or there's a like happy moment, like it's your birthday, you go to McDonald's, you get the happy meal, you get the toys. So everything is related with that
happiness. Yes.
So whatever you see the M, you smile.
Yes, you smile. It's happy. Yes, as I am, I have to smile. Happiness. Yes, right.
But they have changed, I don't know if the behavior of the image because, let's say, more of the people are thinking that McDonald's means trash food, you know?
Bad food.
Yeah, bad food. But this fast food means, in this case...
That's Lambda 3, that's right. But the green image is also Lambda 3.
But not the behavior of the company.
Yes.
They have the most change in behavior.
Yes.
In order And to bring in another possibilities of another
Yes,
kind
right.
of food.
Right. What else? What are you missing? Lambda 2? So you can also look at the buildings. They're structured in the same way. Yes, right.
Same colors.
Same colors.
They have social awareness programs in almost all of the countries.
Yes,
So
right.
they have like their policy for social responsibility.
Right.
And they run McDonald's house in almost all of the countries.
Right. They have social projects around all countries. So we can read a little bit about it within the building. They have some statements about it, right? Okay, let's switch to Lambda 3. We have here some issues.
High fat, unhealthy, but
Unhealthy, high fat,
but delicious.
but delicious. Yes, that's right. French fries, Big Mac.
They are everywhere. You can easily find them.
Yes, everywhere the same. Right now. What else? What?
Fast food.
Fast food.
Fast service.
It's fast, right?
There are a lot of urban legends about the origin of the meat.
Yes, right. Where does the meat comes from? Is it really meat? Is it from a cow or, I don't know, a horse or what else?
That's the reason.
Right?
That's the reason that it's fast food, because it's the horse.
Yes. Yes, that could be. That could be. Okay, what else? Yes?
Well, the image is very modern, very trendy. It's like a fashion.
Yes, like
Comes to the city and everybody wants to be there because it's quite new, quite attractive.
is it why it's quite new, or is it why everybody knows what McDonald's is? Or is it why you know what I get there? It's always the same over the whole world. What is it?
It's an American style
Of life?
all around the world.
Yes, right. It's American style of restaurant. Yes.
American without the American.
Okay, right. Yes.
Yes.
What is about the working conditions?
That's different.
The working conditions. It's different. Why is it different?
It's different from the point of view if you're a customer, and it's different if you have worked there.
Right.
Or if you talk to someone that has
Right.
been employed by McDonald's. Because the working environment, it's supposed to be safe. It has occupational safety rules, and everything should be in order to get the permissions. But when you talk to the employees, they tell you that they are almost slaves and the salary is bad. They
Yes.
work around 12 hours and they're starting
Right.
complaining.
Right.
So
So
that's
it's more.
the invisible part.
Yes, it's the invisible part, but you know it, and you hear it from people that work there. So you have this image, and I think you never go there to work if you know this. No. What else? Okay. Green is one part. Yes, they try to change their image because they have the bad food image, so they go more going green in this kind of view, more salad and so on, healthy and so on. Yes. What else? Yes.
It's a very convenient place if you have.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
They eat the food, they get a toy.
Yes.
They get a today,
It's not nah.
well, if you take them to
Not expensive. I think it is expensive.
expensive, but food is always, when it comes to food, like feeding a whole family, you can get it cheaper.
Yes. Yes, you think it's fast food and it is expensive, but when you go there or went there, it is not so expensive to eat there.
Place for fun inside the
Right.
Most
Right. Right. So we have a little bit the image of happiness also, fun part. So the place for fun is more in Lambda 2. but that is a happiness room or a happiness company is more going to the image, to lambda 3. So you get the point. What is lambda 2 and what is lambda 3? The difficult part is to think about lambda 1. So we can do this. We don't know how the culture of McDonald's or within McDonald's works.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
The invisible part in lambda 3.
Yes.
How does another company, let's say Burger King, sees McDonald's and they say our meat is grilled, it's not fried, so it's healthier? That would be in lambda 3? It is thought about.
It is your image. It is in your mind what it is. Therefore, it is invisible, the image. You understand? Every one of us has another image within the mind. You can have an image about Burger King, and you can have an image about McDonald's. Was it your point?
My point is, how do you, when another company
Yes.
starts analyzing McDonald's.
Okay.
Let's say the Burger King is having this issue right now. They're
I have
trying
it.
to analyze
Yes.
to compete.
Yes.
They are trying to talk about how they perceive McDonald's.
Yes, they can talk with the customers, for instance, no? For get a feeling how they think about other companies. You can ask your customers, for instance. Okay, I have, yes.
Worldwide, McDonald's is the 23.
Yes?
It is in the 23 place
Uh-huh.
as the best place to work. Worldwide.
In 23, best place to work, where? In the management part or in the sales?
Work measured by the race.
Great place to work. Yes, I know. But you know companies pay for this ranking. Yeah, they do. They do.
I've actually heard about.
They do. In Germany they do. So.
No, great place to work. No, I think it's very ethical institute.
You know what?
At least in Latin America.
Okay, but I know we know it from Germany, and we know you pay for your survey, and so they motivate the employees to make the right on the right side. So we know a lot of these stories in companies within Germany. Could be here is it totally different, but in Germany it is not the best ranking.
That's the same problem with Walmart. The behavior is one part, but the atmosphere inside is Walmart is
Yes.
the worst thing in
Yes.
this case.
Mm-hmm.
I think that once again we need to think about culture and the working conditions of McDonald's, which you have said are uniform across the globe, might be very good in some countries compared to other working conditions.
Yes.
Very bad for countries
Yes,
like Germany.
right. You're right.
So here it might be good to have a job at McDonald's compared to your alternative.
Yes, that's right. In Germany, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It's a balance. We have to look where are the other conditions are. Yes, right. So I have a little more group work for you. I try to get you in two or three groups. Where is my plan for today? I have lost it. I think we take three groups. One group is lambda 1, the other lambda 2, and the third lambda 3. Okay? So I make a cut here, lambda 1, here, lambda 2, and here, lambda 3. Yes, you can go to 2. Okay. Okay? So your task is it to think about the idea, what does lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 to do with employer branding? What elements goes in it? How can we measure it? Which instruments are necessary? Which methods can we use? And so on. So what can you do with lambda 1 in kind of employer branding? What can you do in kind of lambda 2 with employer branding? So we have some material here, what you can use within your group.
I'm going to get the big pages.
Yes, we need the big pages, right? And you can write something on these things. Okay? Measures, instruments, methods, characteristics, all what you think it's important in this part. Okay? Right? You have the point? Related to the idea employer branding, right. Related to the idea employer branding.
It's not on the list. Not this year and not 2012.
What is not on the list?
McDonald's.
It's not on the list. 2003. For 2003, she has said.
You know which number one is last year? Google.
Google, yes. You have
5 minutes.
10, 12 minutes, 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to write it down. Yes.